Jesus and his disciples were going up to Jerusalem. The disciples were astonished and afraid. Jesus once again predicted his passion, death, and resurrection. He detailed what was to happen. He would be handed over to the chief priests and the teachers of the law, condemned to death, handed over to the Gentiles, mocked, spat upon, tortured, and killed. But after 3 days he would rise again.
At that time, the disciples were on their way going up to Jerusalem. Jesus was leading the way. The disciples were astonished, and those who followed were afraid. Jesus took the 12 aside again and began to tell them what was going to happen to him. "Behold, we are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be delivered to the chief priests and the teachers of the law. They will condemn him to death and hand him over to the Gentiles. They will mock him, spit on him, flog him, and kill him. And after 3 days, he will rise again."
Jesus knew that his suffering and death were approaching, yet he moved forward with courage and determination. This teaches us about the importance of courage and faith in the face of adversity. It also reminds us of Jesus' ultimate sacrifice for humanity and the promise of his resurrection, which is the foundation of the Christian faith. James and John, the sons of Zebedee, asked Jesus to let them sit at his right and left in his glory. Jesus responded that they did not know what they were asking and asked if they could drink the cup he was going to drink and be baptized with the baptism he was going to be baptized with. They said they could, and Jesus affirmed that they indeed would drink his cup and be baptized with his baptism, but that granting those places of honor was not his decision.
James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus and said, "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you." He asked, "What do you want me to do for you?" They replied, "Grant us to sit, one at your right hand and one at your left, in your glory." Jesus said to them, "You do not know what you are asking. Are you able to drink the cup that I drink, or to be baptized with the baptism with which I am baptized?" They said to him, "We are able." Jesus said to them, "The cup that I drink you will drink, and with the baptism with which I am baptized you will be baptized. But to sit at my right hand or at my left is not mine to grant, but it is for those for whom it has been prepared."
When the other disciples heard James and John's request, they were indignant. Jesus then called them all together and explained that unlike the rulers of the nations who oppress and tyrannize, among his followers, whoever wants to be great must be a servant, and whoever wants to be first must be the slave of all. He concluded by saying that the Son of Man came to serve, not to be served, and to give his life as a ransom for many. Here, Jesus clearly defines the model of leadership in the kingdom of God. Leadership through service. He emphasizes that the greatest is the one who serves others, following his own example of giving his life for others. This challenges us to adopt an attitude of humility and service in our daily interactions and in our understanding of leadership and greatness. This gospel calls us to a profound reflection on what it means to follow Jesus. It's not a journey in search of power and glory, but one of service, sacrifice, and humility. By embracing these values, we can become true disciples of Christ, making a significant difference in our communities and in the world.